You guys are not gonna believe this. Nemo has cancer.
Oh, that's a shame, isn't it?
This song is made on GarageBand for the memes. I stole it from PewDiePie and used it for 10%.
Hi, welcome to 50%, the show I've had to record 3 bloody times in the span of 3 days because something keeps getting thrown at me. Oh, fuck you, 2020. Okay, so from now on, we're gonna be confident and comfortable with anything else that happens after I post this video. As soon as I upload this, probably YouTube will die, and then a meteor will hit a building. Honestly, who knows what'll happen? This year keeps throwing something random at me. Anonymous just tweeted out that something is gonna be big news, so that's gonna be cool, really cool. I'm legit sweating, I'm not even kidding. Alright, let's just get straight into it. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about today is the shadow ban of Gabby Hanna, or the shadow ban. So if you're unaware, Gabby Hanna is a long-time YouTube creator, someone who has been on the radar of many commentary YouTubers, but not me, surprisingly, because I don't bother with her because I had my mind on better things. Anyway, so Gabby Hanna recently came out with a video saying that she was shadow banned. She was making many accusations, one such as YouTube were blocking her videos, not allowing people to see her videos. 2, people were being automatically unsubscribed from her channel. 3, she couldn't get on the suggested page. 4, that she couldn't get on the trending page. And finally, that even if you search up Gabby Hanna, that you wouldn't actually see one of her videos. Okay, just let's test this, right? Okay. Gabby Hanna. Alright, so very clearly people were very quick to point out that this was fake. Now, one thing that Gabby Hanna actually did put up as evidence for this shadow ban is how when she searched up Gabby Hanna, it came up with a commentary video called Gabby Hanna Can't Take Criticism. And what did she do? She freaked out, calling it a hate video and didn't take criticism. And what people actually pointed out was YouTube suggested will automatically give you videos that they try to tailor for you. So maybe, you know, she has a different suggested to everyone else. Then later, Gabby actually went on a live stream talking about this shadow ban, all the evidence, and how she has in people on YouTube who are MI6 on YouTube just giving resources to why Gabby's shadow banned. And honestly, this is special. I think it's just bad karma. That's her songs. Anyway, then guess who then came out to say something? An elephant. I mean, Trisha Paytas. So Trisha Paytas, a woman who has graced my lip. No, that's not. I meant like I've talked about shit. Someone who I have talked about many times is Trisha Paytas, who is a scum on YouTube. And that's not me just being mean. No, she genuinely is really mean to other people, but somehow she used her consecutive 3 brain cells in a working way and constructed a reasonable video called Gabby Hanna, shut the frick up, you are delusional. And it's basically just Trisha Paytas saying, you're delusional, you don't know what's actually going on, you're making this all up and it's in your head. This is maybe completely wrong, but from what I've heard in psychology, when something bad happens to someone, they like to pin that bad thing happening on something else and not themselves, because it's actually a way of getting rid of that burden psychologically. But when something bad happens to someone other than themselves, they will pin that on their actions and not something else. I have a theory that Gabby Hanna is putting her failure on YouTube, even though maybe it's just not her time. But guess who else is shadow banned?
Jake Paul!
So, just after I recorded 50% last time, Jake Paul then comes out going, yo guys, I think I'm shadow banned. Shut up. When I said about Trisha Paytas' 3 consecutive brain cells, I think Gabby Hanna, Trisha Paytas, and Jake Paul all share those 3 brain cells collectively. And they're like their Bluetooth connection between them. Now, the best part was that Gabby Hanna got on trending. And I really love those shadow bans when you can still get on trending. You know, that's fine. That's actually not like, yeah. So Twitch, a live streaming platform that I'm very familiar with,
is off to It's that girl who didn't even know you were alive.
Twitch is fun, and here's the thing. Twitch has been hammered non-stop with... It's 3-parter, ready? So the first part, Pokimane Simp compilation. So if you don't know, Pokimane is a streamer. And Pokimane has a large audience, and people like to always say that she has an audience full of young kids who just simp on her relentlessly. Now, whether that's true or not, I'm not trying to say that. I'm just saying what is generally publicized. But there was someone who came out with a video, and he made this video saying how all of her fans are, they were going after her fans, saying they're all simps, and she's just the simp queen, and they're like the beehive and shit. And Pokey didn't like it. So Pokey decided to go after his sponsors. And it was, why? Why did you do that? Now that caused an uproar because it was like, you can't go after, that's too far. Pokey, you can be mad, rightfully, but and this isn't the only case of sponsors being attacked, and I'll talk about that later for like a brief moment. But it was just one of that shocks of the system where it's like, Pokey, settle down. Now, Pokey made an apology of sorts. It's like kind of an apology, but I'm not really sorry, but I'm saying I'm sorry for publicity. The next part of this, DMCA takedowns. DMCA. So a lot of Twitchers experience what it's like to be a YouTuber for once, and they got heaps of their clips and VODs taken down or just striked for copyright reasons. And this is terrible because for ages they've been doing something, and now there's suddenly a consequence that they just weren't aware of. It's not really fair to them, and now they're in trouble. So heaps of streamers have been at risk of losing their channels, their everything, and it's pretty scary. Now, whether it's fair or not, I don't know. I'm not on Twitch, so what can I say? But from what I can say is that it was a very big shock to the Twitch community, and it's still trying to be fixed and worked around now. And part 3. Twitch is now banning channels for existing. A whole bunch of tweets have come out. So basically people say that some heaps of Twitch streamers have been sexually abusing people. Now, these are all allegations with no evidence backed up behind it. Maybe some are true, maybe some aren't. That's the issue. Because this is a serious thing, you realize that. Like, any type of thing that touches on the whole idea of sexual abuse is terrible, and it shouldn't be messed around with. And Twitch agreed. So they banned anyone who had an abuse allegation against them. So these are allegations, not proven, but the best part is, I don't know, it's not like, you know, the boss of fucking Twitch is also in the same boat, banning people for it, you legend. So there's been a lot of hypocrisy recently with Twitch, where they've been doing bad things with their, like, a lot of their workers, their CEOs have been doing bad things, and yet they're banning streamers for allegedly doing these things without any evidence, without any proof. And it's very rough, it's very bad, and it sucks.
That's rough, buddy.
I mean, I can't say anything in this because I'm really not able to. 15-year-old Nemo just isn't wise enough. Ever heard of Mixer? It's like Twitch, but not. But it was started off just as a live streaming platform to rise up against Twitch and YouTube and all them to try and become a big powerhouse, and it wasn't doing too well until Ninja got a contract signed to his name. And it was all going decent for Mixer until recently a worker came out talking about racist things that have happened behind the scenes. Now, what did Mixer do? Did they apologize for their misdeeds to this man who was innocently attacked for his race? No, they shut down Mixer. That is not even a joke. They shut down. They were like, bruh, nah. It's been really bad for a lot of Mixer streamers because they might have been banned off Twitch or stopped from making YouTube content, and they literally have nowhere else to go. And you've got to realize that people who want to be entertainers, this is their dream job. It's not like they can just work a 9 to 5 in an office where they want to just plant 2 pieces of lead through their skull into their cerebral cortex every day. Because they just rather, you know, make content for people who want to enjoy that. It's reasonable. And there's been a lot of people who have suffered from this, which is really upsetting. But do you think Mixer care? They don't. Okay, it's good just shoot me. Belle Delphine's back. So let me tell you a story. One night on Have You Been Paying Attention, the best Channel 10 Australian show where they talk about the week, some 200-year-old folk was like, yo, this dude named Belle Delphine's back. And the guys were like, yay.
And there was much rejoicing.
Yeah, that's how I found out. Now, I'd love to actually show you the clip of Belle Delphine, the video of Belle Delphine returning to YouTube, but I don't even think legally I can watch it. It's dodgy. It's really dodgy. And I'm gonna resist from showing my subscribers it because I don't think you want to either. It's a challenging one, to say the least. But all I can say is that poets and English teachers will be reciting those lyrics for decades to come. In class, here's where Belle Delphine exclaimed, "You were thinking I died, bitch, surprise. I still got them double thick thighs." Either way, Belle is back and no longer arrested. Apparently, she had a broken arm, which was big sad. Just for a quick note, I'm not going to talk about things like Jake Paul being a wally, because genuinely I don't want to, and I talked about it roughly in the Dear Logan Paul. So yeah, cancel culture. Jenna Marbles recently had some things exposed that was said by her of her allegedly being racist. You have to say allegedly every time. She apologized and made a video talking about it and saying how she was sorry, and then she quit YouTube altogether. You suck. Excuse me. Are you that desperate to dig up people's old footage purely for them to just leave because of all the terrible things that have been said to them? I'm sorry. Jenna Marbles wasn't like a terrible person. I never really watched her. She wasn't bad. What is this? Why do people just hate people online? This whole cancel culture and Twitter heroes and fucking keyboard warriors going at people because it's the thing to do. You are all just cucks. You're absolute cucks. Now, PewDiePie actually came out and said something about this, and he totally just basically said what I did, just a lot more formal. And a lot of people said this about this. It was like, why? Why would you let this happen? You are all terrible. Even Deji came out and said, cancel culture should be cancelled. KSI quickly responded with, you tried cancelling me. Let's be honest here. If all of our old Xbox or PlayStation parties were recorded and then got leaked, I think we'd all be cancelled. Let's be honest here, we've all said something bad, okay? In my opinion, there's no way to actually reach true equality. Never. No matter how hard us humans try to all be equal as each other, we will never be equal. The only way to say we're equal is to just say, we all suck. I suck. You suck. Your brother sucks, your mum sucks, no.
We're called Suck Your Mom.
But yeah, we just are all terrible people online, aren't we? I'm just gonna, I just want to quickly say at the end. So, you may have heard of the nuclear warfare between H3H3, the horse lover, and Keemstar, the very fast boy. So basically, there was a war going on between, you did that, no you did that, but you did that, but you did that, you did that. And it was just, it's honestly, I can't use the seals fighting over a grape analogy, so I'll use two walruses fighting over a grape analogy. And it just, here's the end up part. H3H3 went after Keemstar's sponsors. And then Keemstar asked to be dropped from the G Fuel program. I don't understand you guys, what is it with you? Do you want a third apocalypse on your hands? Do you? Do you? Do you? Look, let's just get serious. At the end of the day, we're fighting a bigger war. We're fighting a war against creators and the suppression of creators. The natural order of how we have to grow on this platform. People like me, people like Kaization, people like Owen, A.exe, Goy, anyone I can think of, FLG, Evian. We're all suppressed by the just larger majority of people with bigger subscriber counts. And without any type of way of getting bigger on YouTube, whether that be by sponsors, whether that be by shout outs, if we start making these bad things, we will destroy ourselves. This is how liberty dies, with thunderous applause. So, you want to let this happen or not? It's your choice. Alright, my friends, I will leave it there because you can enjoy your spare time. I hope you have a good day. I hope you have fun for the rest of your day. Text your mum, say hi, tell her that you love her. Smash like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
I'll tell you how I feel honestly.